Hi, this is Carol. Today I'm going to be testing out my Mr. Pen water brush pens, making collage fodder, borders, embellishments for junk journals and art journals. Let's get started. First thing I wanted to try are these water brush pens because they will be perfect for when you're traveling because they have water in them, which makes it very awesome. They're by Mr. Pen, and I've never used them before. I've already taken them out and added water. And this little pan of watercolors here are, well, there's my little color swatch. Royal Inlang Nickel on one side and Holbein on the other. These are Royal Inlang Nickel. These six are the Holbein. These six are probably the best watercolors I have. I love those. I'm going to start with this palette. And I'm probably going to also play with this set, which are the neon watercolors. And there's my color swatch there, but I'm not quite ready to do that. So I'm going to set those aside for now too. The main ones I'm going to use are these right now. I'm going to put this in front of me so I can see what the colors are. Actually, I'll put it there. It fits there. It makes it, that way I know exactly what color I have going. And the paper I'm going to be practicing on is Pen and Gear Sketch Diary paper. Got that at Walmart for, I think, $2. They are 5.5 by 8.5 inches. I have a few that are loose from where I took one apart. Because I decided I like using this little perforated dot as a border. And if I take it out of the book, I don't even have the tears on it. So I'm going to put some paper towels underneath that. We'll just see how this goes. All right, where do I start? I think where I start is from the beginning, right? I'm just going to put these down large to small and just see how they work. Now the fat ones, chunky looking, but we'll see. I'm still going to dip it in water to the right since I have it. Look, there's some brushes. Some of the brushes are coming out. The whatever you call them. Okay, I'm just going to dip it in water to start. Oh, I need to squirt these to get these going. All right. Okay, I'm just going to start from the beginning. Let's start with yellow. I'm just going to do a line across. Is the water coming out at all? I'm squeezing it to see. There's the water coming out. Let's see if there's anything I need to take out of it before I start. I don't see anything. But these pens screw in the opposite direction of what you think they will do. Anything coming out? Hello, water. Come out. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Just needs to be maybe primed. I'm going to do it all the way over to the dots. That way I'll have me a new little border to use. The water is not coming out as well as I would think. And supposedly, if you squeeze it, that's how you wash it. Wash it. Look, there's more hair coming out. Mm-mm. Might not be my favorite if the hairs are going to be coming out. Bristles. Well, I'm going to swish that in the water because that's being slow. The point is not having to use your water, though. If it'll come out. Okay, finally, after you use all your finger muscles, Yeah, I think this one might not be my favorite. You shouldn't have to use both hands to get the water to come out. Look, this comes off. What? That's weird, though. Okay. Get back on there, buddy. Oh, it snaps on. All right, weird. And the bristles are still coming out. Squeeze it again, maybe. I can't get the water to come out by squeezing it. I'm just going down the line on what is in the palette here. I can draw something on that and cut it out. Be cute. Set that somewhere to dry. I mean, I have no complaints about the colors. That's not what I'm testing. I'm testing the brushes themselves. So that one, quite a lot of squeezing to use. And the water wouldn't hardly come out. All right. This one is similar, but smaller. See if any more bristles are going to come out of that sucker. Let's see if the water will come out easier. Yeah, the water's coming out easier on that one. Let's see. Let's see if it'll let me paint any hearts. Purple hearts. Now the bristle, when I put the paint on there, it does get pretty nice and fine. Now this one's not too bad. It's painting actually pretty good. And the water's coming out of it pretty good. It's doing pretty good. Not bad, not bad. Let's see how it does doing a circle. Let me just get this green. I have a chunk of green watercolor that's loose over here. Definitely not enough color on it. When I squeeze it, the water's coming out a lot easier than that other one. I got this piece of paper really saturated right here, more so than I meant to. I'm gonna put that on there. Look how much is on there. Too much water. Coffee good, coffee good. All right. No complaints with this one. Let's see if there's any other design I want to try. Let's try leaf. The kind I like to. That's doing pretty good. Okay. Maybe I just didn't like that big one. I think I'm able to go pretty pointy at the top. Now I'm going to put the darker green on here and just go around the edge. Just let that dry like that. Oh, I'm going to put one line down the middle. Get a bit more of that. Okay. Just let that dry like that. And I'm going to squeeze this to clean out the brush, see if it'll let me. Still, and you don't want it to come out too much. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's see what the different sizes are here. Put them in order. Here's another little square one. It's tiny. A smaller square. Let's see if it comes out with easy. Oh, that came out easy with one hand. That's the way I like it. Okay. What color? What color? Let me see. Let's go orange. I'll see if it'll squirt in there. Yep, nicely. Okay. And then we'll just swish it around to get me some good color. Let's make a flower. Sometimes I like making flowers, just doing 5 circles like this. And a circle in the middle. These are the kind that are kind of lame looking at first, but then when you doodle on them, they look so cute. They look so cute. Let's put a color inside there. Let's do this light green. See if it'll. Yeah, that this brush is doing a lot better. I think perhaps that biggest brush is just. Which one was I using? I guess this one. I forgot. If nothing else, I'll have me a few extra pieces of stuff to cut out. I need to use the stuff. I just love making this stuff, whether I use it or not. Making it is the fun part. Now I have a few little, let's do a little border right there. I like doing that. Let's do purple. No, yes, purple and blue. That's a nice little color combo. And I'm just going to use the width of the brush and just go like that. Leave a space in between. And that'll be for the other color once this dries. I love making borders. That's all I can do there. But I can turn it around right here, make some more here. And if you want it to be lighter, you just add more water. Like right here, some water, watery purple. See, it makes it lighter. More there. All right. All right, all right. And I want to paint this thing of dots because I love the dots. And I'm going to retry this large one and just see if it was this largest one. What color am I gonna do? What color am I gonna do? Let's do yellow and black. That'll be different, like a bumblebee. I dipped it in the water without thinking. The whole point was I wanting to see how this squirted. Yeah, it's still hard. The big one is definitely, yeah, let's just do this bumblebee colors. Get some blackaroni. That's gonna, since I didn't let it dry, it is going to maybe bleed. On a page that has bees, might be cute to do a little bee border. That one kind of ventured over. So when I cut that out, I will make sure. Okay, so I'll stand by that this big one is not my favorite as far as water coming out of it. It paints fine. Now let's look at these in order of size. I can't tell with the lids on them. All right. From the biggest to littlest. This is pretty much full, but I'm just going to swish it here and see what happens. I'm going to squeeze it, see if water comes out. Oh, yeah, nice, nice, nice. Let's do red. Squirt it on there. Yeah. I'm just going to do. Oh, that's nice. Let's see if I can go pointy with that. Oh, yeah. Now I'm just playing with the brush here. I'm not making anything spectacular. But, oh, oopsie. Not bad at all. Let's get this flat one back out and do my other color before I put this up. I'm going to do pink. I'm going to activate this Holbein over here. Let's just do pink in it. It's going to bleed. Once it dries, though, makes a cute border. Cut it out and do what you want. It's your thing. Do what you want to do. That's right. Cute. Right. Now I can put this up. Time for another piece of paper, I believe. This piece of paper feels like it's got gesso on it. I must have gessoed that one a long time ago and forgot I did it. Well, let's just see what happens. I've never really watercolored on top of gesso. What color are we gonna do? Let's do this Holbein blue. Let's just see what happens. Wow, that's really saturated with water. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Interesting. Like I said, I've never It's done watercolor on top of gesso. I'm not hating it. Now I'm curious though. I gotta get another one and do the exact same thing. Okay. The color is separating a little bit on the gesso. So see right in there where the color is separating. And there's nothing wrong with, let's see what a flower looks like. That's just a weird looking thing. I'm just playing with the brush basically. It feels strange putting this on top of gesso. It just has a different grittiness underneath there. Definitely not my favorite. All right, let's just move that out of the way. All right, let's do another. I don't mind that a bit. Yeah, that still comes out really nice. Let's do the yellow. Of course, it's going to turn green over here. Ew, what an ugly color. So you still really need to be able to rinse your brush out somehow if you're traveling. So you would still need, in my opinion, of course, everybody does things different. But for me, I would need a cup of some sort, even if it's just a bottle of drinking water that I could dip my brush in and swish it and put the cap back on it like this. Unscrew it, put your brush in, swish it around, screw it back up. That way you can still travel with it. I'll let that dry before I do anything else with it. Let's see. I like this one. Let's try the next size. Clean it. Okay. So it would be convenient. I think if I was to travel with with the intent of painting, I would not even take this largest brush. Everything else so far is working out pretty good. You know, I'm going to pretend like I don't have any water on the side with this one. Squeeze. Nice water. Okay. Squeeze the water on top of, I'm going to do the brown, both color browns. And I'm going to make me a brownish botanical down here. So almost dripped. Let's see what I'm going to do. I know I just keep doing the same thing. It's just an easy design. I'm trying to do it with my hand not in the way. It's like a tadpole. These brushes are nice and bendy. And I'm going to go around them with something else. I don't know if it's covering up from the camera. The camera can see what I'm doing or not. From, I bit my hands in the way. I mean, I can't help it sometimes. I don't see any bristles coming out of this one. I think that first one was defaulty. Ha ha ha. It had a fault in it. Defaulty. I just love making up words. This I guess would be considered the fine tip one. See if the water will come out. Yep, water comes out. All right. Let's see if it'll let me get closer there. With what color? What color? Let's use this light green. I don't know why. I need something to tell me what colors go look good together. I just whatever. I just do whatever. I'm gonna go along the white parts of these and make them solid. Oh, that big chunk. I think it's on my nerves. The neighbors, thank goodness, cut down their dead tree. It's been making me nervous for a couple of years because we do have tornado warnings and things like that and severe thunderstorms. And even though that dead tree was leaning towards their house, our houses are pretty close together. And that tree was near where my bedroom is. And whenever there's tornado or tornado warnings or severe thunderstorms, I always think about that tree. It's gone now. I'm so glad. And I think they are chopping it up right now to get rid of it or to use it for wood or something. I mean, firewood. It could sit there for a year now and I don't care as long as it's not hovering over my bedroom. But it's pretty cute. Yeah, this brush is doing pretty good too. I like these. These are good. Of course, I hadn't tried my royal brushes. I'm going to really try those and see how I like them. Need to put a little glue right there. I like doing backgrounds like that and then doodling on them. All right. But there's one border. I'll clear this one and we'll take it off. I like using that stuff. And that's that. Super simple, but even it could be cut into strips and used for a border. What I'm going to do now is this one. I'm going to blend the green, a little lighter green underneath it. I'm going to still use this. If I got the smallest one, I think so. Nope, that's a square. I'm going to use this lighter color of green, and I'm going to blend that a little bit, if it'll let me. Oop, too much paint. I used too much paint for that. Let's just do that. All right. I'll let that keep drying. I wanna oh, there's my other little border, that bumblebee border. Is that dry? Yes. Here's my Micron 05 fine liner, I believe. Just going to that's dry. Feels pretty dry. I'm going to do the loose outline here. Up. Leave it twice. Here. Do it twice. This one, I'm going to do a circle. And then twice. Now let's take up this white, use it here. Oh, that's ugly. This one will probably go in the garbage. Okay, let's do some polka dots on this one. Twirl, twirl. Let's do wet. That could be kind of a definite abstract, like rose or something. Now this one, I'm going to put a little glitter on, or glitter glue. will dry really cute. This color here just reflects whatever's underneath it, which I really like. I'm going to outline it in black. And I do want a white border around this one. I'm not going to paint it. I'm not going to cut it real close until I'm ready to use it. It's pretty, pretty, pretty. This is the leaf with the gold on it. Okay, I can see where that would be pretty on something. May have to make me a set of those in gold. Like that. That's pretty. This could be a pocket. Corner pocket. I'm going to decorate that with some gold because it looks like the right color. That gold would look good. I'm going to hope this. There. Really? Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Yep, let's just make the whole thing look that way. I've learned whenever you have an accident, just go with it and make something else out of it. When that dries, it's liable to be really pretty. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'll move that somewhere to dry. Some dots on this one. All right, then let's just let this stuff go because it's making a mess. Whoop. All right, let's pile this stuff up and make a few more things. Because I can't stop. I did these off camera. I had some pieces of just some lined paper that were scraps. So let's get those looking cute. So let's doodle on these. All right, that was a fun crafting session. Everything is dry except these. I had to do a few touch-ups. So I'm not going to be able to cut these out. So I'm just going to leave those right there. There's the greenery I made. I'm not going to cut that out until I need it. There's the painty paper, which is really cute. And then I'm going to start laying this stuff out. The butterfly. One long little flower. And these are some borders with some glitter on there. Heart with some glitter on it. A plant with some glitter on it. And I'm just thinking that's like an abstract rose. This can be a corner tuck somewhere. These are all borders. These are all borders. Rainbow, bumpy pattern. At least that's what I'm calling it. All those nice borders. I've got, oh, if I can pick it up. There we go. Hands are not working. This nice brown plant looking thing. Botanical. Botanical. I used a lot of the gold with this stuff. Fun. Can't lay anything over here because that's wet. These two, there's no gold on these except for one little dot, but I'm going to leave those together until I use them. I'll put that right there and put that butterfly right there. And then I've got some leaves that I made that have gold on them. See, when you put the flower somewhere, you could put the leaves behind it like that. Move that down a little bit so it shows. Come on down, buddy. There we go. A nice batch of collage fodder, all because I was wanting to test out some paintbrushes. Thank you for watching, and I hope you come back.